Hey everyone, it's NerfBoyProductions here, and today I am super excited for the Nerf Target exclusive blaster. This is the Star Wars Rogue One Captain Cassian Deluxe Blaster. So like I mentioned, this blaster is exclusive to Target stores, and man oh man, when you don't have Target in Canada like I do, it is hard to get your hands on a blaster like this, but oh man, I have it here for you guys today, and I'm super excited to take a look. When the Star Wars Rogue One guns came out, a lot of them looked very interesting, but this one looked the most interesting to me, and it is the only one I couldn't get at my hometown in Canada. So right now, I'm here in Florida. It is December 31st. Happy New Year to all you guys. And what a great way to celebrate the new year with a blaster that I think will be one of my favorites releasing this year. Let's go ahead and take a look at the box, some features on it, open face style so we can see the blaster, what it all comes with. Got the main blaster, there's a barrel down in there, a scope here, a very special stock. Of course, we have our darts and a clip or magazine as well. It also mentions some of the features on the front here. You have the picture of Cassian right there. It also tells about some other features like the electronic blasting sounds and lights, as well as the glow-in-the-dark darts it comes with. And of course that it is a collaboration with Hasbro and Disney to make this Star Wars line of gun. On the back, not really a whole lot, kind of the whole diagram thing we've seen before. There's a little thing that I can read to you. It says, the Captain Cassian Andor Deluxe Blaster. Grab this dart-firing blaster and charge into battle like the Alliance Intelligence Officer, Captain Cassian Andor. Nothing too interesting on the box, so let's move the camera down and go ahead and open it up. Alright, this box is pretty big and hard to get in frame, but yeah, let's go ahead, flip this guy over and open it up through the side here. Now, I am excited for this blaster for many reasons, but I think the main one is just because of the accessories. What it comes with. Like, the main blaster is cool, but some of the parts and pieces they added onto this guy just make it all worth it. So, box is empty, and also, before I go on, I want to mention this is one of the more pricey blasters and definitely the most expensive one in the Star Wars lineup, but I do think it is well worthy of the price tag for many reasons that we'll get into. As long as it's at my expectation level, then it should, in theory, be a very good blaster. Everything's held in by these little elastic bands, which makes it very easy to go ahead and take out of the packaging. And once you clip everything out, you're just left with the darts in there. There's also an instruction manual taped to the back, which I don't need. And that's about it for everything. So let's start off with the main gun itself right here. So this is it, and first off, I just want to say the whole thing is very blue, but it's very comfortable, and it may be very reminiscent of some other blasters in the line, because this blaster itself is pretty much identical to, I think it's Jyn Erso's main rifle. This is pretty much the exact same thing, but in blue, and this is what you get with the Jyn Erso. All the other attachments are basically the only thing that differentiates the Erso from the Andor, and it's very, very cool. So one of the things I loved about both of the blasters is they made it look pretty real, and what I mean by that is it's got this faux plastic bullet ejection thing, and on a real steel gun, on a real gun, you have the bolt that you pull back and let go, and then, which they even have a piece right there, which is kind of the gun de-jammer. I don't know what it actually does, but there's a lot of things on the plastic here that is reminiscent of a real gun, especially this whole door, which on a real one would open up and eject shells, which is very cool. The mag well is right in there, and it actually comes down on an angle, which looks especially nice. You have a mag ejection button right there. It's only on the right side of the gun. On the left side, we don't have a whole lot going on, and it's kind of ugly. The biggest complaint I have with the gun is just it's almost entirely one color. But the blue and gray looks nice, so that's the main blaster. It's got a stock attachment point, barrel attachment point, jam door up here, one tactical rail on the top, a nice comfy handguard on the bottom, rev trigger, and a firing trigger, just like any flywheel gun like a Strife or, you know, anything really. And that's about it. It takes 4 AA's, which are going to go in the bottom of the handguard there. And the last big one is that whenever you pull the trigger, you get a sound that comes out of a speaker built into the plastic right there, and a laser shines down the barrel on both sides. Also, that speaker is quite loud, so very, very nice with that. You got the Star Wars branding on the side. No Nerf logo, actually. So it's got Nerf technology in it, but no big honky Nerf logo on the blaster anywhere. It is very much Star Wars. Putting that aside, holy cannoli, let's get started with kind of the least exciting to the most exciting. So, of course, we have a 12 dart magazine or clip, and this is a fully clear one, which I love, and there's a reason for that. It's actually by design because it comes with these Star Wars darts, which are glow in the dark. When you put in the batteries, there is actually black light, like ultraviolet lights inside the blaster that are going to charge up these darts and make them completely glow in the dark, which I absolutely love. They're white with green tips. They got Nerf on one side and Star Wars on the other, which is very nice. And it comes with a 12 dart magazine, but it comes with double the darts, which is awesome. I think that's something they did with the other guns as well, and I absolutely love that, that they include more darts than you need. I think that is just stellar. Actually, it actually comes with 18 darts with a 12 dart, so that means we have 3 6-round magazines, or a 12 plus 6, but anyways, they give you an extra 6 in there, which is just awesome. Just some spare ammo. Absolutely great. So that's the magazine. I would say nothing special there, but it does have that glow feature we'll talk about later. Moving on, this is an interesting thing. This is a Modulus Scope, the same scope you can get in one of the Modulus long-range kits, but this is a different paint job, of course. It's got blue plastic and gray with the big front orange. Crosshairs look like that. There's a small circle and a plus. You can line that up. Looks great. So that's that. And we also have a Specter Barrel. So you can get this on the old Specter in yellow, then the Elite Specter in white, and now you have a fully blue Specter Barrel, which very hard, if not impossible, to find all the Specters on shelves nowadays. So this is another way to get a Specter Barrel, which is great. That's gonna go on like that. Our scope can go on the one tactical rail. Now, if this next part doesn't get you excited, I have no idea what will. They have the audacity to include a Raider stock. That is right, they included a vintage Raider stock with this blaster. Adam, Nerf boy, I'm new to Nerf. I have no idea what you're talking about. Guys, the Raider stock is, in my opinion, the best stock. It's my favorite, personally. Reason being, clips on like any stock. It's got a, I thought it used to be ambidextrous, but maybe not. It's got a release there, and it's got a little special button here, and boom, it goes much larger. So you also have that button is for the collapsing ability. So you can throw it on this blaster like so. Slides on quite nice, and then it's got many different click points, just like a real one. So you can go as short as you want. You can go 1 click out, 2 clicks out, or full. So 1, 2, 3, 4 different stages of length, perfect for you. And guys, look at this blaster. Is this not awesome looking? Like I said, I complain about the aesthetic because it's almost entirely blue. But that being said, the orange looks nice with it because blue and orange are complementary colors. And that looks very, very good, very smart. Dang, I mean, Raider stock, now it's traditionally a darker blue, but very hard to come by nowadays because you can't get Raiders anymore. And, well, it's always been my stock. I just find it simple. It's simply comfortable. It's just flat with some extra grip added to the back. No rubber, none of that. But that's it for these aesthetics. Like I said, very cool blaster. If you don't like the parts it comes with and you have other Nerf attachments, those all work with it as well. And again, these all work on other Nerf blasters as well. And that is one of the reasons I'd get this guy, is simply because you get a Raider stock with it, a Specter Barrel, and then of course you get a very cool scope, and you get that whole blacklight Nerf dart ability, which is great. That glow in the dark stuff, that is awesome. It adds a little extra thing that you don't get with a regular strife or flywheel, that cool noise effect. And the shell itself looks very cool with the whole real steel, real blaster, or real gun looking aesthetics. That's great. But really, there's only one thing left to do. I'm going to put batteries in the guard. Like I said, we're going to put in 4 AA's, load this guy up, and we will shoot some glow-in-the-dark darts. Okay. It's sometime later, and I've been trying to scavenge for AA's because we didn't have any in the house. I took some from a blaster that I had that I haven't used at all, so the AA's are brand new. After getting them and finally getting them in, check this out. When we pull the trigger, we get the lights. When we click the rev, we get the purple light that appears in the shell. And that purple light is gonna charge up the darts. But what we don't get is revving of the motor. I looked in the instruction manual and well, I'm doing everything correctly. I know how to use a Nerf blaster. The rev switch is not revving the motors. From where the batteries go in the handle to everything else, I'm guessing there's a bunch of wires and leads. So the leads from the battery tray to the lights on the barrel work. The leads to the fluorescent lights work, but the leads to the motors don't work. Maybe in a different video I'll open up the blaster and see if I can fix it with some soldering, but for now it doesn't work. Does that affect the blaster? Well, it affects mine, but if yours is okay, then I think it's still a good blaster. It's just the quality control wasn't as nice. I have never received a blaster that doesn't work right out of the box, but this one doesn't. Well, I've received one Rapid Strike where the solder leads were broken, and this doesn't work either. But if yours works, I think, you know, the price is kind of up there, but shoots just like a Strife, because this is, like I said, the exact same core blaster as the other orange version, the Jin Urso one. So that one performed great, so I'm assuming this one's the exact same. And if that is the case, I think the money's worth it for these vintage cool attachments. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And now my camera is dying. If there's anything this video says, it represents kind of what 2016 was like for me. On paper, 2016 looked like it was pretty promising, but overall fell short for me. Just like this blaster, it looked great. I was super hyped, fell a little short. I was disappointed, and of course, camera batteries died twice during this video, and the battery issue, and just there was a lot of problems that I hope you forgive me with. But that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you're new to the channel, subscribe. It's 2017. We got everything's changing. We got so much going on this year, so stick around. But for now, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed, and as always, this was NerfBoyProductions signing off.